All right. All right. All right. All right. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. This, of course, would be your boy BJ. And I'm back with another live stream. Marcus Bell, the first ever, the original moderator of No Filter MMA. Marcus Bell, what is popping, man? I think he might be the first or the second. I think Reggie the Tree was the first. No, Marcus Bell was the first. Marcus Bell was the first. So let's talk. Let's talk, guys. You already now. Listen, I've been quiet all week. Listen. I've been quiet all week, Marcus Bell. I've been quiet, Marcus Bell. I ain't said nothing about Montana De La Rosa. But tonight, you better believe it's going down, Marcus Bell. So sit back, and tune in, because you know it's going down. Sit on back, Marcus Bell. You know I got the shrubbery on deck. And I had to see, this is what I had to do, Marcus Bell. This is what I had to do. I had to sit back and watch Fight Week. I had to watch Fight Week, guys. All right. Let's see. Yeah, man. So I had to see how Fight Week went, man. You know. And I've been busy all week too. I've been busy. I had articles I had to write. Bloody Canvas MMA, guys, go check it out. Of course, I did an article on Santos versus De La Rosa. Did an article also on Martin Vettori versus Jack Hermansson. That's a big fight, guys. This is a huge opportunity. This is a huge opportunity for Martin Vettori, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a huge opportunity. Like, this dude took Israel Adesanya to a split decision. Izzy's second fight in the UFC. Marvin Vettori took him to a split decision. Uh-oh, guys. Something ain't right here. Hold on, guys. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, so he took Izzy to a split decision, so it is what it is. Combo Breaker 99. What's up? Hey, dog. You already know. You can jump on here anytime, bro. You just let me know when you want to jump in, homie. You already know. Guys, everybody, I'm gonna tell you all night to go subscribe to Combo Breaker 99. That's my dude. But yes, dude, Martin Vettori he's went on a tear since losing to Israel Adesanya, man. Like, he has, man. And that's the reason why I chose to do the article, man. I'm telling you, John, listen, guys, y'all think I'm joking. We have assignments. We have to cover these cards. Every card, guys. John ain't no joke over at Bloody Canvas. John ain't no joke. He makes sure all of us have assignments that need to be done. And we got to do them. So, you know, it's part of the game, guys. It's part of the game. It's part of how it rolls, man. I knew what I was signing up for. And listen, I'm enjoying every minute of it. Every minute of writing articles. And you learn things about fighters that, you know, you learn things about fighters. And when researching them, you learn more than just the fight game. You learn about their path, you know, because you have to look at fights that they've had leading up. Their path, how their path has looked. You know what I'm saying? And you learn a lot about fighters that you aren't super familiar with when you do that. So, let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, man, and Martin Vettori has a huge opportunity, and Jack Hermansson has a lot of momentum coming into this fight, man. Jack Hermansson is the man. He was supposed to fight Jacare Souza, that got canceled. He was supposed to fight Chris Weidman, that got canceled. You know what I'm saying? And he beat Kelvin Gastelum. He was supposed to fight Darren Till. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy shit that's happened leading up to this fight, man. And if Marvin Vettori can get a win over Jack Hermansson, guys, for one, that'll be 3 wins since losing a split decision to Israel Adesanya, and then it'll be a 4-fight streak, and then to cap it off, he has a win over Jack Hermansson, who has tons of fucking momentum in the division. So it's very interesting, guys. So let's go. I'm gonna get back to that fight. Because that's the main event. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about yes, combo. Let's talk Taylor Santos versus Montana De La Rosa, man. Let's talk about the no filter MMA main event. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's talk. Of course, Marcus Bell got Taylor, but anyway, listen, man. Montana De La Rosa. If you guys haven't watched all the fight week stuff, Montana learned a lot from that fight with Viviane Araújo. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fight with Viviane Araújo, it only made Montana De La Rosa better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys, it only made Montana De La Rosa better. So, you know, Combo said, go ahead and send him a link. Okay. I got you, Combo. I got you, bro. Okay, hold on, bro. Listen, dude, you forget Montana's 25 years old, bro. You fucking me up, damn Combo, trying to add you in this thing. Let's see. Yeah, any fighter could have been better in a loss, bro. Like, any fighter could have been better in a loss, dude. Anyone could be better when they let's see. All right. Invite. Hold on, Combo. I'm coming, bro. Combo, I need you to send me your just send me your email. Send me your email address on Instagram. Right quick. Combo, send me your email address. Yeah. Because it'll pop up on my phone. I can just type it in. Let's see. Paste. We're going to get in here. We're going to talk about this, man, because, you know, I just feel like, you know, I feel like you guys really ain't cutting Montana De La Rosa a break, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys really ain't cutting her a break, dude. Like, Montana De La Rosa has done good work in the UFC, man. She has, you know, and put the bias aside, though. You know, even if I was someone that wasn't a fan of Montana De La Rosa, when you look at Montana as a fighter, though, you can't, you have to recognize the heart, the toughness. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to recognize her skill set, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Montana is a fantastic grappler, fantastic submission specialist, and she's developing on the feet, man. Listen. Montana De La Rosa went 3 rounds on the feet with Viviane Araújo and landed more shots than Viviane Araújo. Viviane Araújo had the cleaner, more effective strikes. But if you're talking volume of strikes, Montana De La Rosa outstruck her. Excuse me. Excuse me. I mean, if you don't, fact check me, man. Go look at the stats of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Montana went 3 rounds on the feet with someone who's way better than her. Way better than her. You know what I'm saying? There is a significant skill disadvantage on the feet. You know what I'm saying? And it showed. But for you guys to say that Montana De La Rosa is as bad of a striker, you know what I'm saying, is as bad of a striker as y'all make her, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, you can't look, screw the stats. No, you can't screw the stats though, Marcus. You can't screw the facts. You can't screw that. That's real. That's real. Montana went 3 rounds on the feet, toe to toe with Viviane Araújo, bro. I mean, cut her some slack. Looking at Montana, even if I wasn't a fan of Montana, Combo, I sent that link out. You know, you gotta, if even, you know, looking at her as not even being a fan, it's like, damn, this girl can fight. You know, so you can't look at her and say she can't fight. Let's take rankings out of it. Let's take anything out of it. How can you look at Montana and say she can't fight? All right, guys. Welcome back, Combo Breaker, man. Combo Breaker 99 is in the building, guys. Say something so we know we can hear you.
What's going on, man? You hear me good?
I can hear you great.
Cool.
Can you guys in the comment section, can you hear Combo Breaker 99? You know, you got to check this technology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I was just about to get on live stream, but I got your notification, so I said, oh, shoot, let me get on here, see what he's talking about.
What's up, man?
Oh, man, I'm just chilling, man. I'm ready for these fights tomorrow, man. I'm ready to see what I'm not gonna lie, man. This Taylor Montana fight's interesting. You know, just going back and looking at both of their fights. I mean, I know, like I said, it's gonna be a tough test for Taylor. I said I got Taylor winning, but it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be a good fight.
But you know, but Combo, as I'm sitting here watching, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting here watching the you know, these other people on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, other breakdowns of this fight, man. And I'm just like appalled at the things that people say, bro. You know, like this one dude, I'm not gonna say the channel. I had to comment, bro. I had to, and he commented back. And in the thread that we were saying, the things that I said to him, he was like, okay, well, I guess you're right. You know what I'm saying? Because he made the comment and said, well, clearly Taylor Santos is way better than Montana De La Rosa. And he kept saying it in the video, and I said, but based on what? Like, based on what? I said, dude, Montana is not going to lay down and let Talia Santos fucking just maul her and beat her the fuck up in this fight. Montana De La Rosa going to be in this fight. She's more ready for this fight because she learned so much from the Viviane Araújo fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a good fight for Montana De La Rosa. She lost it, but that was a good fight for Montana De La Rosa. She stood toe-to-toe with Viviane Araújo for 3 rounds on the feet, outlanded Viviane Araújo on the feet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, you know, Viviane had the cleaner, more effective strikes, but nobody's recognizing it. Nobody's paying that any attention what this young fighter is probably learned from this fight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, oh, well, Talia Santos looks so great. And then he also made the statement, Combo, and said that when he was talking about Taylor Santos versus Molly McCann, he said, well, everyone thought when the fight went to the ground that was Molly McCann's world. And I'm like, dude, what do you know about MMA what do you know about women's MMA to make a statement and say that everyone thought that when the fight went to the ground, it was going to be Molly McCann's world? When has the ground been Molly McCann's world?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just
I didn't know we thought that, man. I was like, yo, Molly McCann is going to be trying to box this fight.
Right, exactly.
Never.
Like, did people forget how Molly McCann got savagely submitted by Jillian Robertson? Like, I mean, and you guys are going to call her ground. He's going to say that was her world. And I feel like people are hyping Taylor Santos up a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, for as little as Taylor Santos has done in the UFC, like, people are just like on Taylor Santos. And I'm like, gosh, she is fighting Montana De La Rosa, who is been in the UFC and who's been fighting and is showed that she's tough and has showed her grit. And you guys are just not. I mean, there's no recognition at all there, man. I'm confused. Combo, go ahead, man.
I mean, I'm picking Santos, but it's not like a guarantee. Like, I say she's got the tools, but that's why this fight is happening, because something's got to be proven. You know, like, we got the tools. It's time to show and prove. That's why you're taking on the number 15 Montana now, because it's time to, you know, show up and prove. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm like, I've got to see this fight. I've got to see what she can do against somebody that's been more experience. She has more experience. For a younger fighter, she has more experience, in my opinion, you know, because in the UFC, she's facing a higher level of fighters. So that's something that Montana has under her belt. But I feel like Santos has got these tools that she could utilize to beat somebody like Montana, but it's all coming down to execution. That's why I need to see it. I need to see it. Like, I just can't say it's guaranteed. That's why this needs to happen, you know?
Yeah. What do you think this fight does for Santos if she goes ahead and beats Montana?
Well, it's definitely going to push her into the top 15. You know, it's going to either give her that 15 spot or 14. And it should start opening some doors for her. Maybe like early 2021, maybe she'll start getting, maybe she'll get in with maybe a number 10 or 11. She might get the winner of Jillian versus Andrea, which I hope is Jillian. You know, I'm not going. You know, hopefully she might get that winner.
Yeah.
Or who's number 13?
Alexis Davis, I think.
Oh yeah, Alexis. She got the Mazo fight though, right? Yeah. So that won't happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking that early 2021, they might line her up with like an Andrea Lee Jillian winner, if she pulls it out. But if Montana wins, this pushes her up maybe one more level or two up at flyweight. You know, since Alexis Davis is at 135, maybe that'll give her a spot.
Right.
And we might see her fighting the winner of Lee Robertson.
That's a good matchup. I mean, that's a good theory, man. Yeah. You talking about Montana, right?
Montana, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if Montana wins, man, if Montana can turn back Taylor Santos, you know what I'm saying, who has all this momentum, you know what I'm saying, 1-1 in the UFC and has a ton of momentum. You know, if she can turn back Taylor Santos, I think they'll probably, you know what I'm saying, like give Montana another big fight. You know what I'm saying? I think Montana will get another big fight if she were to win against Taylor Santos. You know, maybe against like a top 8 opponent or something like that. But as far as Taylor Santos, man, I think they could make like a if Taylor was to beat Montana and then Viviane Araujo had just beat Montana, you know, they could do like Santos versus Araujo. I would watch that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know, I'm thinking, you know, that's kind of the path that she would take. But then again, like you said, the winner of Robertson Lee, because Taylor Santos was supposed to fight Jillian Robertson. Remember, that fight was booked before COVID and shit like that. So that's an interesting matchup as well, too. But I'm just like, you know, man, I just feel like Montana learned a lot. You know, she learned a lot from that fight with Viviane, man. Like, how do you think Montana's going to come out in this fight? You know, so that's the big question for me. Like, are we going to see the same Montana that we saw in, you know what I'm saying, the fight with Araujo? Are we going to see more of the Mara Ramel Barella or the Nadia Kassem Montana that just mauls girls? You know what I'm saying? What do you think? She definitely
got to be. I think she's got to be more aggressive, and she got to be calculated with the aggression. You know, she just can't go in there and keep a good range keep distance against somebody like Santos, because Santos is going to start picking her apart the minute she tries to wait on the takedown. So whatever striking fundamentals she has, she's got to start with her power shots early. I think, you know, she got to get the respect.
That's what Santos. I said too, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, Montana pumps a good jab, but I think sometimes she relies on that jab a little too much. And then, like, and if you watch the Viviane Araujo fight, when she would start throwing when she would throw the power punches, she was having success with it, but then she would go right back to the jab. Well, she has a good jab, though. I mean, I don't want to take that away from her and say, you know, but I think sometimes she relies on the jab too much, like. You know what I'm saying? I think she needs to come if she's gonna strike with Taylor Santos, man. Like, Montana got to lead with that power, bro. Like, that's what she got to lead with it, and I think that's a good point that you made, bro.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you can't wait on a fighter like Santos. I think the moment you wait, then she gets comfortable. So Montana, her thing is to be more aggressive and push the fight. You know, she's a fighter, so you got to go in there and push the fight and get her to the ground as quickly as possible.
Right.
Don't keep it on the feet, but maybe one round.
Right.
You know, whenever she did that with Viviane,
yeah,
it was one round, then the next round, and then by then it was over. You know, so you got to at least have. You can't even like feel her out the first round. You just got to maybe feel her out for 2 minutes of the first round, and then set your pace by the end of the first round and establish what you want to do by the second and third, because her ground game is really what's going to come into play in this fight. You know, I'm not just saying that because, you know, I don't feel like striking's on it, but don't give a well-rounded fighter any leeway.
Right, exactly. Right. That's a good point. Like, that's the Montana I want to see. Like, I want to see Montana come out and set up a really good takedown. Like Montana's not the best striker. We all know that. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm very aware that she's not the best striker out there, but Montana has enough striking. She has enough striking to set up takedowns really fucking well. And I really want to see her do that. Like, I want to see that evolution in her. You know what I'm saying? I want to see her setting up those punches, you know what I'm saying, using that jab to set that takedown up, or using that overhand right. If she was to utilize that overhand right to set up that takedown, dude, Montana could be even more dangerous than what she already is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing I always say, like, a grappler or a wrestler, they can be so much more dangerous once they get the basics down. You know, when they get the basics down and they know how to throw that power, that's why I keep going back to what I'm seeing with Mackenzie Dern. Like, she's on her balance right now. She's starting to pick up some speed with Perillo. So the more and more she starts to break that down, she won't even have to go for takedowns. She can just knock people down, and there you are. You know, there you go. Right. Oh, yeah, I'm not coaching the building there.
Yeah, I see. I was getting ready to say, Coach says Santos got a legit ground game. I got Santos. Yeah, she does have a legit ground game. But the thing is, you know, Montana going to be the bigger fighter in here. She's an inch taller than Taylor Santos, you know what I'm saying? So, and Montana's got that long frame. So, you know, Montana's going to have to use that size, man. She have to use that size and that strength, man, to really because Santos going to come out hot, man. I just feel like Santos going to come out hot, bro. You know, so go ahead.
And I think the one thing Montana will have to look out for is the clinches. Yeah. I think Santos is physically strong and she's got some nice knees. And I think she's going to be looking for clinch work in the beginning when Montana goes straight in. And, yeah, those knees, they can be very effective to her body.
Yes,
Montana not that ripped in the midsection, I can tell. So she really got to be careful of, like, the tie clinches and the knees that come from that come her way from Santos.
Yeah, she's going to have to be smart, man. She's got to be smart in this fight. That's a must. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a lot is on the line here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got two pretty important flyweight fights coming up, man. You got this one, and then next week you got Robertson versus Lee, man. So the winners of these fights, what does that say for them, Combo? Like, what does it say for the winners of Robertson Lee, and what does it say for the winner of Santos De La Rosa?
I think it's going to say a lot as far as fighters that really want it. It's going to really start to liven this division up because, first of all, we got a nice upper crust. You know, we got Valentina, Andrade. Hopefully Calvillo can come back, and then you got Chikagan, who's always pulling off the upset. Then you got the bottom level, the nice up and comers and the new animals coming in that's transitioning in. But that midsection, that midsection is what needs to kind of be cut out. I love JoJo, but I kind of feel like I don't know where she's going right now in the flyweight division. Jessica I, she's another fighter that we don't really need. Roxanne, I don't know where her head is at.
Don't do Roxanne like that now. You can't put Roxanne in that category.
I'm sticking by that for now. But
put Roxanne in there. Roxanne's still grinding.
Well, look, we got this midsection to me that needs to kind of be cut out. We got some fat that needs to be trimmed out of there, I feel like. And if the right people win in these two fights, I think they can kind of come up, take on the winners of Roxanne and Vivian, then take on the winner of JoJo and Jessica, and hopefully the right people can prevail in them fights.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's all right now, almost like a tournament. They just need to really lay it out, but that's what you got right now.
And then you got Lauren Murphy floating around there, you know what I'm saying? One thing I found interesting, too, is that Montana De La Rosa did a lot of training with Lauren Murphy in this camp, too. So I want to see what she was at. Man, but I got to tell y'all something real quick, man. The craziest thing happened, bro. Shout out to Dean Thomas and Jillian Robertson. Yesterday while I was at work, man, I just got like floods of text and social media messages, like from people that I know, you know what I'm saying? Like that people that I actually physically know that watch my podcast, and they were like, dude, I got people sending me photos of Dean Thomas and Jillian Robertson, like, you know what I'm saying? Like 15 minutes away from where I live, bro, at a Spinks. They were training at Stephen Thompson's gym. So they got some, Dean and Jillian got some time in with Stephen Thompson and his team. So I hit Dean up. I was like, dude, I heard that y'all were like 10 minutes away from me. You know what I'm saying? But by the time it got to me, it was already like 5 o'clock in the afternoon and they had already left. You know what I'm saying? And jumped on a plane back down to Florida. But he was like, we're coming back. So he was like, when we come back, I'll hit you up. So I was like, well, that's pretty exciting. Gonna get the opportunity to hang out with Dean Thomas and Jillian Robertson. You know what I'm saying? That's like it's gonna be awesome because that's she's literally one of my favorite fighters, and I just wanted to share that with y'all. It's crazy how that happened.
Oh yeah, that's crazy, man. Dang, 10 minutes away. Wow.
Yeah. They had been training with Stephen Thompson and his team. Jillian Robertson getting some striking from Stephen Thompson. You know what I'm saying? So I found that interesting as well. I asked him, I said, what are you guys doing there? He was like, Jillian's working with Stephen Thompson. And I said, that's the type of moves, combo, that Jillian Robertson needs to be making. You know what I'm saying? Why not go train with Stephen Thompson, who's one of the best strikers in the welterweight division? You know what I'm saying? For a fighter that needs to improve on their striking, that's a great step in the right direction, right or wrong.
No, that's a good step. I mean, that's a good step to go that high caliber because you're going to get it. You're going to get it raw. You're not going to have somebody say, "Oh, you're good, you're fine." They're going to tell you, "No, you really need to step it up," or your jab is crap. They're going to be telling you. They're going to tell you. They're going to show you when they start sparring you.
Right.
So that's a good wake up call. And I think that's a good move. So as long as they stay on that path, I feel like Jillian can improve, throughout. Let's say you might really start to see some improvements where you can really say she's really taking in what she's learning by her next fight in 2021.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it'll show so much. Right, you might see one or two things in the Andrea Lee fight, but Andrea Lee's a solid striker too, so I don't see somebody coming off and being able to impress that fast unless Andrea Lee doesn't show up.
Right. Yeah. Well, we'll see, man. I'm excited to see her fight Andrea Lee because years back she told me that she would finish Andrea Lee, and I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like back when Andrea Lee had the hype. But anyways, man. And then you also got the McFarlane fight coming up, man. That fight's coming up real soon too, man. I mean, what are you thinking as we get closer to that fight?
I'm excited about that fight. That's a fight I really wanted. I feel like Velasquez, she definitely earned that spot, and that's a fight that I feel like this might be the toughest challenge of McFarlane's career. I don't even have to say I think I know it is. It's almost like I know it is just because I've seen her past fights and I've seen how some of the opponents, they weren't able to level up the way they were supposed to. But I feel like Velasquez, her momentum right now is just too high to be knocked down. And I think she's going to meet McFarlane in every single round. I think she's going to take the fight to her. The only thing I'm kind of questioning is, will she be ready for the 5 rounds? Is she ready for 5 rounds? But other than that, I feel like she has more than enough tools to pull off the upset in this fight, man. What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's definitely going to be a test that it's definitely going to be the toughest test of Ilima Leigh's career. Like, absolutely, 100%, man. And I think that Ilima Leigh could compete in the UFC, but I think Juliana Velasquez could compete in the UFC too. Just just by the way she fights, I think she could be competitive in the UFC. But I feel like Ilima Leigh, man, I just feel like she's too well rounded, man. She's too well rounded, and she's good everywhere, and she's shown that she's good everywhere. So, that's one of the things, like you said, man. It's time to see it. This is the fight everybody wants. This is the fight everybody wants to see. So, it's just got to happen, man. I feel like Ilima Leigh can match. I feel like she can match. Yeah, I'm gonna say that because she's a champion. I feel like she can rise to the occasion and match Juliana Velasquez everywhere, man. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she's there, man. She's good. She's that good.
Yeah, I don't know if she'd be able to match it everywhere. I think it's going to come down to her being able to take away some of them things like Velasquez. I feel like she can outdo McFarlane, and I think that Velasquez has very nice countering ability. Her straight left hand is very dangerous. So it'd be up to McFarlane to kind of, how would I say, expose, kind of show that lack of defense when she comes in. Like, she kind of sticks her head out, so that's up to McFarlane to take advantage of that opportunity, take advantage of those little things, because I still think that the power is in Velasquez to hurt McFarlane. So it wouldn't be wise for her to just full on make it a stand-up battle.
And you don't think McFarlane could hurt Velasquez? On the feet?
I don't know. I really...
Ooh, man.
I think Velasquez just has some nice range and very nice... I think she just has some nice counter strikes. Like, her straight shots are just so down the pipe that I don't think she would ever be able to get in on the inside. Like, anybody has the ability to.
You gotta go watch. Go watch.
Oh man, I watched like 5 of her fights back, and I was just like, I don't see anything. Dude, literally, like, before I did my news video like a month ago, like, I sat down and watched 5 or 6 of McFarlane's fights, and I was like,
her fight with Kate Jackson showed tremendous improvement in her striking.
But that, I love Kate Jackson too, but that's Kate Jackson, Again, that comes down to, I feel like she was more so in the pocket with her. She was more so on her timing, but like Velasquez is just on a different page right now. True. When it comes to the stand-up battle.
I think Ilima Leigh in there, man. Coach in the comment section said her hands aren't there. She can wrestle definitely, man. But see, now on the flip side here, like I was saying, what I was saying about Montana De La Rosa, that she needs to, use her striking to set up the takedown. Alima Lay McFarlane does that. You know what I'm saying? She does it very well, and that's dangerous, man. That's very dangerous. The way and Alima Lay can close the distance. She closes the distance very well. You know what I'm saying? And she's good at throwing that powerful right hand. She's good at throwing it. She throws it perfectly. You know what I'm saying? And it sets up her takedown, and she gets it 99% of the time. So can Julian, as good as Juliana Velasquez's striking is her takedown defense going to be enough to stop Alima Lay McFarlane? That's the question. Can she stop Alima Lay?
I think so. I think
combo. That's bold. That's
again,
bold,
man. I watched 6 McFarlane fights back to back, and then I watched 4 Velasquez fights back to back, and I just took a few notes, and I was like, okay, McFarlane, is her strength really going to be a factor in this fight? And I couldn't say it was going to be like a great factor, because you got to have pressure to push in on somebody Velasquez. And the past few opponents, as soon as they tasted like her left hand, they go on the back foot. And I really don't know if McFarlane's ever been hit that hard. I don't know if she's ever been hit that hard or, been in there, like I said, with an elite striker like that. So I don't know if I see her in there going straight in, getting a takedown. Like Velasquez, her takedown defense is really going to be them counter shots and her knees. That's really going to stop a lot of the attempts of McFarlane shooting in, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know, man. This is a good fight. This is, if you are a fan of women's MMA, man, and you're not looking forward to this fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what you're doing. I don't understand what you're doing if you're not paying attention, if you're not looking forward to McFarlane versus Velasquez. Like, just definitely looking forward to it, bro.
And I was just going to say, too, you got to remember, the reach advantage isn't too much. It's about an inch more on Velasquez's side, but, she's got that 3-inch height advantage, too. So I can see her really putting that into play. I noticed that she really knows how to use her height in these fights, where I kind of think McFarlane kind of hunches over a little bit too much and makes herself shorter. So I think that's going to kind of play more into Velasquez's hand.
Okay. Yeah, you're right, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. But I just know McFarlane is always ready, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody, gotta go. Like, and they not pushing that. Like, I hate that Bellator is not really pushing that. Like, I think Coach said that, man. Somebody said that, as big as this fight is, and Bellator's not pushing that somebody's gotta go, because somebody gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. It's a toss-up, man. You got 2 undefeated fighters and 2 totally different styles clashing. That's the beauty of mixed martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the comments say. Taylor can bang on the ground. Velasquez is a brown belt too. Yes, she is. But Alima Lay is a black belt. I'm pretty sure she's a black belt. Montana gonna have to figure out how to get past Taylor's speed. Taylor has been doing BJJ for over 12 years. I think the approach that Montana says she's gonna come out aggressive in this fight, man. You know what I'm saying? She said she's gonna be. She said everybody's expecting Taylor Santos to come out aggressive. She said, I'm going to come out aggressive in this fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think Montana's going to use pressure, man. She's going to get in Taylor Santos' face, man. I think Montana's going to really put her power on display. She has to in this fight, man. She has to put her power on display, and she said she's been working hard on her grappling. Like, her grappling, she said this has been a grappler-heavy camp. You know what I'm saying? So she's planning to get this fight to the ground, and we know she can get the fight to the ground. You know what I'm saying? And if she gets this fight to the ground, then it's going to be a battle of who's better on the ground. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see how good Taylor Santos's defense is on the ground. Because if the fight goes to the ground, I feel Montana De La Rosa is going to be the more aggressive one on the ground, because that's where she's more aggressive. She's very aggressive on the ground. So Montana's got the tools to stop Taylor Santos. She just got to put it together, bro. And I agree, there's a lot of improvement there, but you know what I'm saying? I got faith in my fighter, bro, and I think she can make the adjustments, especially coming out of that fight with Viviane Araújo. Taylor Santos and Viviane Araújo are very similar, man, in many ways. You know what I'm saying? And her going into the exact same style of fight that she just came out of, a very similar style of fight that she just came out of, I think she learned a lot, man. I think she's learned a lot, and she's going to show that she learned a lot from that fight.
Yeah, I think, man, yeah, when it goes to the ground, it will be interesting. Like, I know that's Montana's place, but I hope they don't sleep on what Taylor can do on the ground too. Like, I hope they really, really prepare for everything in this one, because like even coaches saying, Taylor has a lot of experience on the ground as well. 12 years of experience. I think it's just something we haven't really got a chance to see her use.
But do you think that Taylor will be the one trying to take Montana down, knowing that? I mean, I'm pretty sure Taylor's camp has done research on De La Rosa too.
I think it would come to Montana being so aggressive. Like, say if Montana pressed her to the cage, then I could see Taylor going in for the trip and getting the takedown. Taking advantage of moments. I don't see her leading. I don't see her leading in this fight as far as going for takedowns, but if the opportunity is there, I can see her doing it. And Lima, Coach said Lima's a brown belt.
Okay. Yeah, she's a brown. I knew it was something high level. Yeah, she's a brown belt. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think about the other factors that's going to come into that fight. Is cardio, and Lima Lay got the cardio. She can go 5 rounds. She's got the chin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Lima Lay ain't just gonna fold, man. Like, she ain't gonna fold to Juliana Velasquez. I don't know. Like, Juliana gonna have to catch her clean, bro. Like, she gonna have to catch her clean. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. What's
interesting about Velasquez too is, like, I looked that stuff up. I was doing notes on her. Coach said, she's a brown belt, the black belt judo. It's crazy. She has all these tools, but like a lot of her wins have been coming by her striking.
Right. Exactly.
So that kind of scares me too for all, because she's using this tool that a lot of people don't give her credit for when she has a brown belt BJJ and a black belt judo. So if it goes to the ground, she's prepared for that too.
Right. Yep.
But I'm going to watch again. I'm going to watch some fights again on both of them. And I'm going to try to see this. I'm going to try to see this power, this strength that McFarland has, man. I'm gonna do that for you, man.
I'm telling you, man, you gotta watch her, and then watch how she throws punches, man, and watch how her punches work to get to set up her takedown. She does that very well, man. And for her to not be the greatest striker out there, she really don't get hit a lot. You know what I mean? She gets hit, but she don't. I mean, the most I seen her get pieced up was Veda Arteaga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the closest that's the most adversity she's faced. She's made everybody else look helpless. You know what I'm saying? Like, she beats these girls. Like, Alima Lay beats the hell out of these girls when she fights them. And Juliana, I mean, everybody's saying Alima Lay better be ready for Juliana, but Juliana better be ready for Alima Lay too, man. Because if Juliana Velasquez gasses, she is fucked. If Alima Lay gets her down, man, secures top position and mauls and ground and pounds her for like a round or half a round, you know what I'm saying? And, Juliana's trying to get her, everything she tries, Alima Lay nullifies it and she gasses, bro. I mean, it's over.
Yeah, that would be the only thing. Like, right now, I'm thinking this fight is 50-50. I'm going to say 50-50, but the only thing that kind of takes away is if she's not prepared for a 5-round fight, if she's not prepared for that pace. McFarland's been there before. So that's really, like, to me, that's what's going to play into what's her name? I just blanked out. Velasquez. Her name. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I see that, man. Yeah, for sure, man. So who you got, man? I mean, I know what you're saying, but you don't want to say who you got till you go back and watch more fights? Or
Yeah, I mean, the first time I said Velasquez, but my final prediction is coming this week. Coming, so yeah, I'll wait.
Okay. Have you done a final prediction on Robertson Lee yet?
Did I do one on them yet? I haven't done one of that, but I can tell you that now. I'm going for Jillian in this fight, and I think that she has the tools to beat Andrea Lee as well. But she's going to have to get past the Andrea Lee jab and the combinations.
Right. Yeah, she's got to get past it. She does. She has to get past it. But I don't really see, I don't really see Andrea Lee doing anything more than what Courtney Casey did in the fight with Jillian Robertson. Because once Jillian Robertson gets you, people know Jillian has one game, and everybody that fights her, everybody that knows who she is knows her game. You know what I'm saying? So once she implements that and shows, and does something to you, takes you down and mauls you, girls become worried about that. Like Courtney Casey's whole game plan, just went out the window. She had no answer for Jillian Robertson from the second round on. Like, she was doing okay in the first round, but from then on, she had no answer. So I don't really see her. I don't really see KGB. I think KGB's overrated, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think so. Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think she's overrated, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's really gonna do anything different than. I don't think she's gonna throw Jillian something Jillian ain't never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I just don't think so.
And the one thing I don't want to forget too is Jillian. Like, some people say she likes to wrestle and grapple on the ground.
She's crazy.
They'll say she's boring, but they forget, when Jillian gets you to the ground, that's where her striking comes into play.
Yes.
I always forget that. Her striking comes into play when she's on the ground. When she gets you on the ground, her hands are touching you.
Yeah.
She's always trying to soften you up for the submission. So I do give her credit for that. That's why I was like, she needs to perfect the hand game in stand-up too, because she likes to throw the hands when she got you on the ground, so she really needs to work on that. But that's another thing. Yeah, when Andrea Lee gets to the ground, she's going to be getting hit. She's going to be eating some strikes from Jillian.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I just don't think that Robertson. I mean, I don't think that. See, Macy Barber is an aggressive fighter, man. Like, Macy's a come forward aggressive fighter, and Jillian Robertson, made a mistake of trying to meet Macy Barber in the middle, you know what I'm saying? And she wasn't able to secure the takedown. But I don't think Andrea Lee has that type of kill switch like Macy Barber. And I think a fight with Jillian Robertson is the wrong fight to try to go out here and be super aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that this is the right matchup for her to really try to be super aggressive. I just feel like, and I'm not saying it because I'm a fan of Jillian, but I see it as a lose-lose for Andrea Lee. I see it both ways. I see either way. I see Jillian Robertson beating her, because I feel like if she fights that same cautious fight where she's just throwing a jab, eventually Jillian Robertson's gonna go for the takedown, and she might get it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm thinking, okay, well, if Andrea Lee is being overly aggressive, you know what I'm saying, and she's coming forward, Jillian's going to duck under and take her down. You know what I'm saying? I just see Jillian either way taking KGB down.
Yeah, Roxanne, she was just doing a little bit of everything.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was embarrassing, because I was like, I thought she learned from the rematch, but the rematch went the exact same way. Even worse, in my opinion, because it made Andrea Lee really look like she didn't learn anything from the past fight. And I want to go on record to say this too. I think when Macy Barber comes back healed up, I think she'll definitely surpass Andrea Lee, even off of this injury.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. For sure. Yeah, man, that Macy Barber Alexa Grasso fight, bro. That's a tough one to call, man. That's a tough one to call, dude. That's a tough one, man. Alexa Grasso could go out here and beat Macy Barber, but Macy Barber could go out here and beat Alexa Grasso. It's like, dude, do you feel like that, or do you see like a winner?
I don't see a straight up winner in that fight. Like, I'm going for Alexa because, you know, I've been a fan of her since 115, but anything can happen in it. And I'm kind of to the point with that fight where I think either one would be good for the division, any one of them winning. And I just see like either Macy's power taking over or the footwork.
Yes.
And the volume punching of Alexa taking over. So it's like,
But not only is Alexa Grasso looking good at flyweight as far as her movement, but she's sitting down on punches.
Yeah.
Like Alexa Grasso is like when she was fighting, was it Ji Yeon Kim?
Yeah, it was Ji Yeon Kim, yep.
Alexa Grasso was sitting down on punches, man. I was like, look at that. Like she was cracking. She was cracking. You know,
honestly, I think that's a good fight to prepare for this one because, you know, Ji Yeon Kim was a very slow, like, come forward pressure power puncher, you know. And I think Alexa Grasso did a good job of being in and out. So she could kind of take the same approach with this Macy fight.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, man. You're right. But she can't let Macy connect though. Like, but Macy gonna connect though. She gonna connect. You know, and Macy can put them girls out. Like that could be like that could be like a Andrade Carolina type thing.
Andrade and Carolina. Oh yeah.
It could be like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because Carolina was in the pocket with Andrade. You know
that was a bad mistake.
Yes, it was a bad mistake, but you know what I'm saying? She felt content. She was landing. Like, I give her that. She was landing, but she stood in the pocket with Andrade, man. See, I don't think that Alexa Grasso has that type of firepower to stand in the pocket. It's not many girls that can stand in the pocket with Macy Barber, though. Like, maybe like Lauren Murphy.
I think she's like the only one, honestly. Yeah, Lauren Murphy, she's so big.
And God forbid if she got in there with Andrade, does Macy Barber have that type of power?
Shoot, man, like I think Macy definitely has the power to hurt Andrade. You know, I think it's like a give or take when they get on the inside.
Yeah,
I think the right hand of Macy could do the same damage, you know, Wei Lee could do. You know,
right? Yeah, Macy got power, bro. You know, and Alexa Grasso got to be careful, but I think Alexa can. I think Alexa can be she can be agile. She's definitely quicker than Macy Barber.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like she's definitely quicker than Macy Barber, but you know Macy blitzed forward. Macy Barber blitzed forward a lot too, man, and she's quick when she blitzed forward. You know what I'm saying? And you know Macy can bounce in and out. I've seen her. She was doing it in the what fight was it? Was it the JJ Aldrich fight? You know what I'm saying? Like it was like we saw two different Macys. Like when she fought Jillian Robinson, she really wasn't worried about any fire coming from Jillian Robinson. So she was very like stationary in that fight. But if you look back at the fight with JJ Aldrich, like Macy Barber was like, you know what I'm saying, in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if we can see that Macy, like if that Macy come back, I don't like this slow Macy, like the one that fought Roxanne. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Like just head hunt. I feel like Macy's starting to like head hunt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see Contender Series Macy back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a dangerous Macy Barber.
But what weight do you think she should be at? 125 or like more of a fit 125 or 115?
I feel like if Macy Barber can get that, she needs to be a fit 125er. Because I feel like Macy Barber, if she can fight the way she fights at 115, that Macy Barber, like the 115 Macy Barber is light on her feet, bouncing and moving. You know what I'm saying? Like a very agile Macy Barber. And she started off 125 like that when she fought Aldrich. And then when she fought Jillian Robinson, she slowed down. And then when she fought Roxanne, she was doing kind of the same thing where she's taking center of the octagon and just head hunting. You know what I'm saying? And if we can get that light on the feet Macy Barber back, man, you know what I'm saying? Like that in and out Macy Barber, Macy can be dangerous.
Yeah, she could definitely be dangerous. She gets that. When she starts to get the footwork down, I think her punch placement will be a lot more threatening to the division.
Yeah,
nobody packs the power that she does. Oh man, look at Marcus. I think Andrea Lee will pull off this win and continue to lose against girls above her ranking. Marcus.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
That's a bold statement. Maybe he has power, but it's the technique that's lacking.
I mean, I guess you could say that. I think it's the speed that's lacking for Macy Barber. You know what I'm saying? I think it's speed that lacks for Macy. I think if Macy was just to get 1 degree faster, man, with that power, bro, Macy can be nasty. That's what I'm saying. Like I wish girls that show glimpses of that power would hone that in, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to have it. If you move up the rankings, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have some kind of firepower somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, girls like, what's her name? Lipsky, you know what I'm saying? If Lipsky can get it together, you know what I'm saying? She's got that firepower that you're going to have when you get up in the rankings. Agapova has that firepower, that you need to compete at the top. You know what I'm saying? I wish those girls would hone that in straight up because they're going to need it, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, going back to Alexa Grasso, yeah, like, I hope she can keep her composure for 3 rounds and not get too caught up in firefights because sometimes she can go in there and exchange, and you don't want to exchange with Macy.
Yeah, no, you don't want to exchange with Macy Barber. No. But as good as I think Macy Barber is, though, I still feel like Macy would lose to a Caitlin Chukagian. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's a loss for Macy Barber because Chukagian ain't gonna fall for that though.
Yeah, I could see that, man. Like Caitlin, like her style is just so awkward, man. Like she could just go on the inside with these clinches, and then she's back on the outside, just like baffling you with her movement. So she's just so awkward, man. Like I don't see Macy having the IQ to figure her style out, you know? Right. Even Jessica Andrade didn't necessarily have the IQ. She had the power.
The power, right.
You know?
Right. Because if that fight had went that way that it went for 3 rounds, it would have been a win for Chukagian.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think so?
Yeah. I picked Chukagian to win that fight. But you talking about Andrade, right?
Yeah, I'm saying like if it had went the way that it was going before the finish for 3 rounds, it would have been a win for Chukagian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, I think Chukagian, for these young girls coming up, man. I think if Caitlin Chukagian stays around, man, she's a really hard roadblock for a lot of these girls to get through.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She's gonna be she's gonna like her and Lauren Murphy, man. You know what I'm saying? Them two gonna be hard, and Andrade, now Andrade, you know what I'm saying? But before Andrade, you know what I'm saying? Like those are gonna be 2 hard roadblocks to get through, man.
Oh yeah. Like I said, like even if Caitlin doesn't become a champion or she beats Valentina anytime soon, like you still got to get through her, and that's a tough task, man.
Right? Yeah. I mean, you don't just beat Chukagian. Some girls do, but you don't just beat Chukagian, bro. You know
go back and look at all of her wins over fighters that you probably would have said, okay, we could have beat her. Like everybody that lost to her, you could say didn't have the IQ to match her.
Right.
Again, I love my girl JoJo, but she didn't have the IQ to beat her.
Right.
Cynthia Calvillo didn't have the IQ to beat her. Who else? Lauren Murphy.
Right.
She was more physical, but she didn't have the IQ. Andrade, to me, didn't have the IQ. She just had the power.
But Jessica, I did.
Valentina.
Jessica, I did.
Jessica, I did. Like that was just an off night, man. I don't know. Like I don't see her beating her again, though, man. I don't know what it was. I do not know what it was, man.
Dude, Jessica, I was in it that night, bro.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. Like the stars were unaligned that night.
Jessica I beat you, KK, bro. That's so funny. Like, it's not funny because Jessica I is a bona fide mixed martial artist, but it's just to think, how she got savagely knocked out by Valentina.
Yeah.
And then she lost to Calvillo, you know what I'm saying?
You just never know with the math, man.
You never know, bro. You never know. That's some funny stuff, though. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. I'm really hoping that Montana gets the W. I think she can pull it off. I think she can pull it off. And if she gets this win, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she can turn back who everybody's predicting to beat her, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to put a little more respect on De La Rosa's name, man. Just a little more. Like, a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
If she wins this fight, I'll put a little bit more on her. And if she wins it in dominant fashion, or if she submits Taylor, then okay, I'll say Montana might be onto something. I mean, 25 years old, I think she's fought some top level fighters for 25. So it's not like 35,
Right.
The difference between her record right now at 25 and her record, if she had the same exact record at 35, like,
right.
I got to give her some credit for that,
Yeah. Yeah, man. It'll be a good fight. It'll be a good win for De La Rosa. It'll put her back. I think a bounce back like this, because she only lost twice. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if she can bounce back with a win over Santos, who everybody, like I said, she's the underdog. Everybody's thinking that she's going to beat De La Rosa. Think that Santos is going to beat De La Rosa. I think this is a good solid win for her, man. It's a solid win, and then maybe she'll fight somebody like. I still want to see De La Rosa versus Antonina, man. I want to see that. I want to see that fight so bad, dude.
De La Rosa versus Antonina. The fight I want to see. I want to see Miranda versus Montana.
Oh, I want to see that too. That's a good one. That's a good one too.
That's a good one, yeah.
That's a damn good fight. That'd be a good fight. A big fight. That'd be a big fight for us. You know what I'm saying? Our community, you know what I'm saying? The WMMA community. That'd be a big fight for us, dude. We would look forward to that fight. I would look forward to that fight because, dude, I'm telling you, I know you love Miranda Maverick, bro. But you know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna beat De La Rosa, bro. I mean, she ain't, dude. Like, because Montana gonna stick that jab in her face, bro, and she got to get past that jab. Oh my goodness,
you said, oh man, if it comes down to the battle of the jabs, I got Miranda on that, man.
But dude, look at the size difference, though. Look at the size and reach difference.
I'm gonna pull up Miranda's stats.
Pull them up.
Pull up her real quick.
I'm gonna pull up Montana's. You pull them up.
All right, so 23 years old. Miranda's 5'3" and 65. Got a 65-inch reach advantage.
Okay, mine is pulling up, and I'm pretty sure De La Rosa has a 67-inch reach advantage. A 68-inch reach advantage, bro. Come on, man.
Okay, 3 inches. The thing I like about Miranda is she thinks before she makes moves in there. Or if something's not working, she has the ability to adjust on the fly. And I just see. If she knows that Montana's game is on the ground, she's going to box her, man. She's going to either outstrike or box her and keep it that way. But let's say if Montana was the striker, she would take her to the ground, man. I think Miranda has that ability to change levels right there in the octagon without really being told.
I don't know, man. I think Miranda Maverick would try to outstrike De La Rosa like she did Liana Jojua. You know what I'm saying?
You said try, right?
I think she would. I think she would try to outstrike Montana. Like that would
she
be
would
her.
Try, but she wouldn't succeed.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that would be her game plan was to go out here and outstrike De La Rosa. You know what I'm saying? But Montana could contend with Miranda Maverick on the feet easily. Like she could contend with Miranda Maverick. Ain't no Viviane Araújo out here. Come on now.
You said Miranda. She's not a Viviane. Oh yeah. Well, she's not. Yeah, she's not. No, I mean that's like two different styles of striking, in my opinion. I think Miranda would just introduce another way about striking Montana.
True, yeah, that could be true. Yeah, Stamina MC in the building. Good evening, everyone. Unless you're a Macy Barber fan, man, you crazy, Stamina. He said, unless you're a Macy Barber fan.
Unless you're a Macy Barber fan.
Come on, man, don't do Macy like that now. What Macy do to you, Stamina? I know what she did to me. She beat Jillian Robinson. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I know what she did to me, but what did she do to you, man? But yeah, man, I don't know. That'd be a good fight, bro. That'd be a good fight. You know, the wrestling would be competitive. You know, so I think the jiu-jitsu would be competitive, and I think all around that's a competitive fight.
Yeah, it's definitely competitive. Yeah. Like anything can happen. Like when it goes to the ground, anything can happen there. That's why I'm like, it has to be seen for Miranda's part to break into the top 15.
Yeah,
you know, so it'd be like a must fight for her. And, you know, if Montana wanted to take that fight, you know, because Montana might want to just go back up the high road. So
yeah. She might take it though. Montana might take that fight. She said I'm not rushing for a title shot. She said, so I'm just taking whatever fights they offer me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure if they offered Miranda Maverick, I'm sure Montana would take that fight because beating Miranda, you see the hype around Miranda Maverick. So, I mean, beating Miranda Maverick would give Montana that hype. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but my question is, how far do you really think Miranda Maverick goes at 125, though? Like, you know, I'm just asking.
It depends on how she's moved throughout the 2 years. You know, she says she wants to fight eventually for the title in 2 years or 2.5 years after she graduates. But, you know, it depends on how she moves, you know, who's still in the division, who she has to kind of worry about as far as style matchup and just be prepared for them. Like, I could see, because, you know, I told you I hit her on Instagram after that Antonina fight because she was watching that fight and she said that's a fight that she would like too. So, you know, it depends on how she was looking like a fight like that. You know, if she could get past Antonina, and I could see her building up her skill enough to take on some of these veterans. Because let's say throughout the next few months, some of these veterans might start losing the step. You know, so that's the perfect time to get them. You know, Roxanne, she could get another Roxanne at the perfect time when them knees are gone. You know what I mean? So it all comes down to time like that. So I think it's just on how who they put her in there with and when they put her in there. And at the same time, like I said, just making the right move with her. But not really saying like, oh, duck somebody. But I just, you know, like I said, it's just I could see her eventually getting up there, like in the top 10.
Yeah, that's a fair statement, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I would say Jason Rose, he had disagreed. He said that's not a good fight for Antonina. She wouldn't want that fight, but I think it would come down to Miranda as well. You know, does Dana White want to make that fight for her?
We know Antonina picks and chooses who she fights.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they would give her that help too. Like they say, oh man, if she's only number 13 and we got another fighter that looks good that's coming in, then you might have to fight that person. Right. You know, I'm kind of looking at it that way too.
I don't know. Antonina's suspect to me, man. You know, I mean, she is, dude. Like, she's suspect to me with that, with, you know, picking the picking and choosing thing, man. That just, I don't know what to think about Antonina after that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what to think about her after that. You know, it just kind of taints the image a little bit.
What did she do again? Like, as far as what now?
When she ducked the fight with Jillian Robinson, you know what I'm saying? So she picks and chooses her opponents. So to me, it's like, it's kind of Antonina kind of suspect now. You know what I'm saying?
Know if she really ducked that fight. I can't really say like
she ducked the fight, bro. She ducked the fight. Why would Jillian Robinson lie and say that when she was prepared? She told me she was looking at a fight in August, and she never would. And if you go back and watch, I told you, I said somebody ducked Jillian Robinson. I made a video. Go look, and it's the title of the video is "Ranked Fighters Are Ducking Jillian Robinson," because Jillian told me in August. I think I made the video in August. And she told me that she said someone turned down a fight with me. Somebody that's ranked turned down a fight with me. And I was like, who? Of course, I'm going to ask her who. She was like, I'm not really going to say right now. She was like, I want to wait, till after my next fight is booked, after my next fight to say who it was. She said it's a thing with UFC fighters to wait till after you've had another fight booked to really talk trash about somebody ducking you. So it is what it is with that. So she didn't really say anything. And then she revealed on the podcast was that it was Antonina Shevchenko. And I 100% believe that. Like 100% believe that it was Antonina Shevchenko. And she ducked the fight with Jillian Robinson. She didn't want it. I mean, it's suspect.
It was more, was it just a verbal thing, or like was it actual contract? Because I remember that episode, that interview I came in on that morning. I remember that being said, but I never got around to asking. Was it a contract thing? Was it already laid out? The contract
was Jillian Robinson was looking for a fight, and she told me that Jillian told me that after the Courtney Casey win, she wanted a ranked opponent. She told the UFC, I want a ranked opponent, and so they sent the contract to Antonina Shevchenko, and Antonina turned it down. Jillian signed the contract. They offered Jillian Antonina, and then Jillian signed it. They sent it to Antonina. Antonina turned it down. So that's how Jillian ended up fighting Poliana Botelho, because Poliana was ready to fight. So Jillian was like, okay, fine, another unranked girl, I'll take the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Jillian don't fight anybody. So she took it. And she won. But Antonina booked the fight with Ariane Lipski. And I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, is Antonina in a spot to really be doing that?
Look, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Like, wow, I just didn't really see anybody just straight up ducking like that, unless they got something else going on. Like,
no, don't make excuses for her, bro. Don't make excuses for her, bro. She ducked that fight. She ducked the fight. I mean, let's don't make excuse. Like, everybody has made an excuse for Antonina. Like, how is she exempt to the rule? Like, I mean, like, Combo, like, just take 5 seconds and just think about it for a second. Like, why is Antonina exempt? Like, why do I, like, when I mention that, why do I get all of these like reasons why Antonina could have not taken? She ducked the fade. She didn't want it.
When was that? So were they supposed to fight on that date that she fought Poliana?
Yes. The contract was off. No. They were supposed to fight in August. The contract was for August. But Jillian told me that she would have been fighting in August, but somebody turned her down. Yeah, and so it had to have been, because let me look. When did Jillian fight Courtney Casey?
Is there a reason why?
Oh, no, Roger's in the building. She wasn't eligible to fight in August. Dude, they wouldn't have given her the contract. Let me look. Come on, bro.
Yeah, see, that's my question. A physical contract was given to Antonina.
Listen, do I need to play the video? Do I need to play it? Do I need to play it on the live stream? Do I need to pull it up and let y'all listen to the words that came? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna play the words that came out of Jillian Robinson's mouth. Since people just don't want to believe, you know what I'm saying? Combo, stand by, man.
Look, ask the comment section. Do they want to hear it?
I mean, do y'all really want to hear it? I mean, come on.
I'm just saying, because look, I don't know a person's situation. I just don't see like Antonina or any fighter right now like just ducking somebody straight up because of style matchup. You don't really have that type of leeway to, if you're an able-bodied fighter, if you're in fighting shape, I just don't feel like you have the leeway or the power to say, I don't want to fight this person.
Yeah.
In the UFC.
All right, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
All right.
Wait a minute.
He got this video saved.
All right. Wait a minute. Oh. We're going to listen to the whole section. Hold on. Let's start here.
How do you feel about them coming into this division?
Can y'all hear that good?
Andrade, her performance was obviously very impressive this last week, and she showed that she could hang with the flyweights, taking down one of the top contenders.
Can you hear that combo?
Yeah, matchups with them would be awesome in the future.
Yeah,
no matter, like I said, I want the 1 through 11. So any name in front of me. I know since the rankings came out, Antonina is now behind me. She's ranked 15 currently. So that's not as an attractive as a matchup before. The only reason I really called her out is because she denied me back in August. We were I was
Wait, bitch, it's not over. I was in shock. Let's play it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let it ride. Let it ride. Wait a minute.
So you said, did you just say that Antonina Shevchenko ducked a fade with Jillian Robinson? Did you just say that?
Yeah, I believe this in August that I was offered a fight against her. It was on like 3 or 4 weeks' notice, and she said no to me. So, yeah, I wanted a number, and I wanted a ranked opponent this time, and because of that, I didn't get it. So, yeah, that's why I called her out specifically after the fight.
Now, you tell me, Combo. Now, you tell me, did that sound like a lie? You tell me, Combo.
Read the comment section. Read what Roger just wrote.
Let me put it in here. Let me put it in here. Hold on. Let me look at the comment section. She wasn't eligible to fight. Okay. He's good at it. Had a lot of practice. Bless him. What? Good at what?
No. Further down. Read what Roger said here.
Hey, Roger. Remember, Nico, you were 100% sure then also. Listen, Nico didn't take the fight. Nico did what Antonina did. She ducked the fade.
No, after that.
Antonina had a medical procedure in August that would have been impossible to fight in August. We just believe in what Jillian said. Okay. And
see, okay, so if it's something medical. Medical, we gotta say, okay, man.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay, Roger. Okay, Roger. I hear you. Oh boy, listen, man, listen, Roger. I know that's what you gonna tell me, and that's it's for you to take up for your fighter. I get it. She may have had that, you know what I'm saying, but Jillian Robinson is my fighter. Jillian Robinson is my fighter. So, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to roll with Savage on this one, man. I'm gonna have to roll with Savage. But listen, Roger. In the underground MMA community, you don't get slack for ducking fights. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sorry. You don't get slack. Megan Anderson didn't get slack. Nico Montano didn't get slack. Nico also said she was in the hospital. That was a medical reason. Did we let up on Nico Montano? No. So, I mean, the rules apply across the board, bro. The rules apply across the board. So, I'm rolling with Savage on that one, but it is what it is. The point is, the fight was offered. It didn't happen for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? The fight didn't happen. So, it is what it is. But anyway, Combo, go back to what you were saying before we diverted. What were you talking about, bro?
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Well, I was wrapping up on that part. I was saying that if it was something medical, you got to give that person that leeway there. I mean, I really can't say, okay, a person's cleared to fight or is clearly a duck if they have a medical reason, so.
Yeah, but with the UFC,
I honestly look, Nico, whenever she has some medical issues, I gave her some, I definitely gave her slack on that. I didn't go in there bashing her. Definitely, I didn't do that. But It was just kind of Nico.
Oh, okay.
But it was kind of strange when hers came up around the same time. It was time to have a title defense against Valentina. That was a little strange, I thought. But if there really was something wrong, then, I got to get that person,
Right. But
I can't
and let me and back to Roger's point when he said you were so sure about Nico. Listen, I gained a lot of respect for Nico coming off of the Ultimate Fighter. A lot of people did. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people respect. I mean, Nico beat the show. You know what I'm saying? She won the show. So a lot of people had Nico's back. I became a fan of Nico Montano, and I thought the fight would be competitive. You know what I'm saying? And seeing from the Jennifer Maia fight, it would have been competitive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that the Nico fight would have been somewhat like that, but it would have been somewhat similar, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking forward to seeing the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and I picked Nico to win the fight because I was rolling with Nico. It just is what it. I mean, it is what it is. Now, I really didn't 100% pick Nico. I was just like, guys, like Nico can go in here and make this fight competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can make this fight competitive if she, we got to see the matchup. That's really what I was saying. Like, let's see the matchup. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't happen. It is what it is, but you know what I'm saying? Of course, Roger, we're going to bump heads on this all day long, man. So, I mean, you can say a hard question, why hasn't she come back to 125? Listen, that's beside the point. We're not talking about Nico Montano. We're not talking about Nico. We're talking about Jillian Robinson right now. You know what I'm saying? And I expect you to defend your fight. That's good. We're going to disagree on that. So it is, and there's no use for us to bicker back and forth about that. So you can just,
Roger said Antonina fights in 6 months. Well, yeah, that would be nice. And look, if she gets to come back 6 months, then if Jillian prevails, then that fight could possibly happen in next year.
Facts, and I want to see it. I want to see it.
Stamina said the thing is, the two things are not even contradictory. Jillian said what she knows, but she can't show everything. Not every unaccepted fight is a duck. We're not in school anymore.
Oh my! So okay. So was Megan Anderson a duck? Since not every fight is a duck, was Megan Anderson a duck? When she ducked Cyborg, was who else? Who else ducked? Was Nico a duck? Was Nico a duck, or was that not a duck? Let's see. Who else ducked FaZe, man? Who else? When Barb Honchak ducked Valentina Shevchenko, was that not a duck? I mean, I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking. Was it? You saying not every fight is? You agree that every other fight is a duck, but you don't agree that this is a duck? Okay. If it had been Jillian Robinson saying that about any other fighter, it would be okay. Stamina. It would be okay if it was her saying it about, let's say, Andrea Lee turned down the fight with Jillian Robinson. We would be on Andrea Lee's neck, and we would, Combo. We would be on Andrea Lee's neck if she ducked the fade with Jillian Robinson. You know what I'm saying?
Go back real quick. What Stamina done took what I was going to say, but I was going to say, I think Megan's was more of a duck than Antonina's. Well, like I said, you can consider it more of a duck because Antonina had a medical reason. Like I said, when it comes to medical reasons, then you can't call that a duck, in my opinion. That's when you exempt certain things, but Megan just straight up disappeared.
But it was medical reasons.
Was it?
It was. That's what she said. It was depression and anxiety. So did we
That's what all fighters deal with, man.
Did we give Megan Anderson a pass?
Look, I was a Megan Anderson fan at the time, but I didn't. I was kind of disappointed because she didn't just take the smart road and just build herself up. She was like, "Yo, Holly Holm, I'm coming for you." Then she was like, "Yo, I want Cyborg," and then all of a sudden, whenever Cyborg acknowledged, she disappeared on us. And like I didn't know like the anxiety or pressure was that much where it would do that, because I was like, all fighters have to kind of deal with that, especially when you bite off more than you can chew.
It's a medical reason. So
it was choking because she bit off more than she could chew.
Exactly. So, but Megan is a duck. I'm just, man, listen, I don't want to talk about it no more. Really, you know what I'm saying? Really, the fight that I'm really come to talk about tonight was Montana De La Rosa versus Taylor Santos, guys. And I think that we're going to see a much better De La Rosa. We're going to see a much improved De La Rosa. We're going to see a much improved Taylor Santos. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll see a cardio-ready Taylor Santos. She's going to have to be cardio-ready. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be a good fight, man. I'm ready to see. I'm ready to watch some fights tomorrow night. And then also, I did a piece. Guys, go check out my piece on Bloody Canvas I did on Marvin Vettori. I think he has a lot of potential, man. Taking Israel Adesanya to a split decision and then going on a 3-fight winning streak right after that, leading up to a big fight with Jack Hermansson, who has a lot of hype behind him, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a huge fight. And I did a piece on Marvin Vettori today, man, and it was nice. So go check it out, bloodycanvas.net. What we gonna say, Combo?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's a good fight. You know, this is a good fight week coming up, competitive fight. Like I said, I'm going with Taylor in this one, but yeah, definitely a show improved fight. And did you do a video on Macy Chase on? I was looking forward to that too, man.
That's this weekend. That's tomorrow too, right?
What?
No, Macy Chase on ain't tomorrow. Tomorrow right now, Macy Chase on. No, I ain't done a video on that yet.
You said you did like a video about Macy or something like that, right?
Yeah, I got a video I got to put out about Macy.
Yeah, that's what I said I wouldn't do.
Yeah,
here we gonna put that out. Okay.
Yeah, man, Macy Chase. I mean, I think she got a lot of potential, man. You know, but I ain't gonna talk about it. The video will be out. Let's see. Actually, your piece on De La Rosa and Santos was good. Oh, yeah. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Bullet KO. Thank you for reading it, man. I appreciate that. Checking me out. Thank you, bro. But I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. A lot of flyweight action, period, across multiple promotions, man. I mean, Bellator and UFC flyweight divisions are jumping, man. Like, just a couple cards ago, we had 3 flyweight fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's a lot of movement at 125. Listen, the UFC has really put the gas on the 125-pound division. I think Bellator needs to take a page out of that book, man, to get that flyweight division moving. You know what I'm saying? But UFC doing a great job of pushing that division. What you think, Combo?
Yeah, I like what's going on right now as far as, you know, again, you know, just bringing in new flyweights and making a fight every damn week now, because we have been getting that, man. Like, right. Bellator is just, I know they want to be careful because of the pandemic, but even before that, we were getting about like 1 fight a month from each fighter, or if that. And I feel like they got some of the best flyweights there that need to really show their potential, man. Like, there's a lot of great women over there that, you know, we're not seeing enough of.
You mean 1 fight a year?
Or, yeah, each fighter is getting like 1 fight a year.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like that. I think they just need to be like, when the last time we seen Alejandra Lara in the cage?
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when the last time we seen, you know what I'm saying, the girls that, you know, Arteaga beat, you know what I mean, that McFarlane beat, you know what I'm saying? I think Arteaga had a fight after that, you know what I'm saying? But when the last time we seen her fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just, you know, Carrie Melendez is I know she just fought, but, you know, she's supposed to be this big flash in the pan moving up to 125. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man.
Yeah, the other girl, Bruna Ellen, just called Carrie Melendez.
Ellen, yeah. Yep, Bruna Ellen called her out. Yep. Yeah. Oh, that's a good fight, man. Carrie Melendez got power, though, dude. I got to give her that. Like, she can hit you. You know what I'm saying? She got power, bro. You know, so we'll see. But, dude, that fight with Dakota Zimmerman, I don't know if you caught that fight, dude. You know what I'm saying? But I had to go and relentlessly search for Dakota Zimmerman to get an interview with her, man, because she went in there and fucking went to a split. She was a sacrificial lamb for Carrie Melendez. And she drug Carrie Melendez to a split decision, man. And I was like, man, I got to call this girl. And Bellator never offered her another fight. But speaking of Dakota Zimmerman, man, she told me just recently that, you know, she's tearing up the BJJ world. And she told me she's not in love with mixed martial arts. She said, I'm in love with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And she's tearing up the scene, bro. I mean, she was like, maybe I'll fall in love with MMA once I rule the Jiu-Jitsu world. And she's well on her way, man. And but yeah, man, interesting interview, man. Go back and catch that interview. Very young. She was a very young up and coming fighter. She was like 1-1 coming into that fight with Carrie Melendez, man. And she fucking drug Carrie Melendez to a split to see. That was a good fight. Good fight. You know what I'm saying? It was a good fight. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm about to get out of here. It was a good talk tonight. Appreciate the people in the comment section. Thank you guys for coming through. Combo Breaker 99, of course, man. Thank you for coming over and showing love, bro, guys. go subscribe to Combo Breaker 99 right here on YouTube. Go ahead.
Oh, I might jump on about 15 minutes. We'll see.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'll tune in for sure, man. Guys, jump over to Bloody Canvas on YouTube and bloodycanvas.net to check out all of our written material. Just check us out, man. You'll love it. Bloody Canvas is dope. We do our things. There's a bunch of us over there. There's a bunch of different views, bunch of different angles, opinions, and whatnot. So check it out, man. Check out our pieces. And hit the subscribe button, guys. I'm out of here. Right, wait a minute. Hold on. Bullet KO says, I am fair. Fair about what?
I think he was saying about saying your piece was good.
No, he put I am fair. Fair about what, though? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Roger, sorry, bro. But
thanks for having me again, BJ.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate that, man. I'm going to get out of here, man. Thank you guys for coming through, and we are out. Later. Wait a minute, I ain't got off here yet. I had muted it. My bad. I was about to get off. Anyways, guys, I'm out for real now. Peace out.